Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, it's Matt Malloy, Marty Mann, and Tommy LaBelle, three senior broadcasters here in the historic Alumni Gym. Guys, I actually don't know much about this. Preliminary bouts for fight night. This is something I've never experienced. It's only been talked about by my uncle, my grandpa, you know, guys much older than me. This used to be an annual thing. This was a custom that if you wanted to get to the big dance at the end of April, you had to fight earlier on during the school day. You know, we haven't done this in a few years now, but some guys still need to prove themselves, right? There's too many guys in a certain weight class, so you got to win now and if you want to fight on April 26th. What does this mean to you guys to be here right now doing this? It's awesome. We got a packed house right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, our first, real sports broadcast during school. I mean, that's always kind of a dream. Some people say, oh, how cool would it be to have a sporting event during school? Well, here you go. We got it. But, yeah, I learned from Miss Mankey, it's been 10 years since we've had preliminary bouts. And all that means is we're just going to get even better fights when it comes to fight night. So this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be a real fun day. I can't wait. It's exciting to be up here with you boys for my first time. This is awesome, and it sounds like we're getting ready. So
yeah, we're heading to our first fight right now. Huge shout out to our producers, James and Logan. They're going to take you down to the main court here, or should I say the main ring, wrestling mat.
I'm not going to lie, Matt. This feels a little off. Something feels a little off.
Yeah, folks, I know, you think fight night, you might be expecting a ring of some sorts, but right now we're going with our own little style.
Let's take notice of our, I don't know, referees or score counters. If I'm seeing it right, we've got Coach Minogue, Miss Cronin, and Mr. Clausen all scoring the match.
Absolute dream scorecard here. I mean,
jeez, I mean, you think about this. This is something that, right? Like I said before, you've only heard about the prelims, right? This is kind of what I thought of, though. Just absolutely packed up here on the track, and guys are just swinging already.
Got a mouth guard.
We're already out of the ring.
Mouth guard out already. Getting the crowd pumped up. It's Llewellyn versus Martinez, folks. We've got 3 1-minute rounds. This is the 125-pound weight class. We're going to be going up in weights today. We've got 9 bouts for you.
Oh, another mouth guard. Got to keep that mouth guard in.
Shout out to Coach Anto. He's got that O-lineman footwork, just kind of going around the ring, keeping his arms up, and he's intervening only when he has to. I really like that. He's letting the boys play so far. I hope they do that for all 9 bouts. Going for an uppercut of some sorts.
Just swinging.
This is a whole lot bigger than your average boxing ring, guys. So a lot of room to work with here for 2 pretty small guys. You know what I mean?
And these guys, they got good composure, good footwork. I mean, they're not the best punches, but they're all pretty solid, I'd say.
That's the end of the first round, and you know what, folks? Pretty enjoyable. This is what it's all about. Yeah.
That was a good round 1.
And Matt and Tommy take notice of kind of in the frame, but we got Dom Rado and Michael Russo helping out in one corner. And look, you got Matt Muha, Jeremy Ingram, and even Ryan Gahuli, recent graduate from Mount Carmel. He's got a beard now, so kind of looks a little different.
What a guy.
I mean, was he a 3-time fight night champ?
3-time. He gets the 3rd, and he just throws up the 3 fingers, showing the crowd he got pumped up. We love to see it. Other than that, though, we'll take a little break right now. I love it, though, that, we didn't bring in really any third parties here. Everybody you're seeing on the mat, whether it's a boxer, whether it's a judge or, a trainer in the corner, these are all guys that either went to school today or just coming off of teaching English class or something. I love it. This is the type of energy we needed.
I think Matt and Tommy, another thing to take notice is, usually fight night is packed, but this might show some of the guys that maybe haven't gone to fight night in recent years, what it's really all about. And who knows, maybe fight night April 26th will even be more jam-packed in here.
I think it will be. We got a packed track up here right now with all the students.
Yeah, nobody's really in the bleachers. Everyone's kind of packed up top.
I think everybody that's in the bleachers came late. Everybody that got here first came up. Tommy, what kind of punch would you call that? I know there's a lot of terms, but that one connects. Big hit there.
That's just I don't know what you call that. That's an absolute hook there. Dude's going all the way around. on that one.
Mouth guards are flying. So are these guys' gloves. I love it. All right, they'll reset here. About halfway through the second round.
Ooh.
Some decent defense. Dodges back just in time.
Oh.
All right, that's the end of the second, so we're heading into our third round for the first bout of the day. You know, Tommy, when Marty and I have called fight night in the past, we always talk about it, though. The first fight of the night is something that I think if you take these two guys and you throw them kind of towards the middle of the night, maybe, it's a completely different fight.
I agree.
The built-up energy and everything, so we can actually talk about it later on, but the first night of, you know, the actual fight night coming up on April 26th, that's got a little bit of a storyline behind it. But this one right now, it's just two guys, two freshmen, 125ers just going at it.
This also feels a little more. You in order to get to the big stage, you got to win this one. You got to get there by winning this. So Absolutely. It feels a little bit more special and bigger as we get through these fights today.
And yeah, for those final bouts that we'll have on April 26th, actual fight night, I think this is just going to make them more experienced boxers, more talented, and it's going to maybe give it a more professional or amateur sort of feel, but it's still going to be a great night regardless.
Oh,
look at that.
Just like dolphin dives at him. Feet up like a swan there, boys. I don't know. Defense wasn't looking too great. The offense was decent, though.
Matt Muhawk getting fired up over there in the corner.
He's just almost loses his footing, gets back, swinging away. Body shot connects.
I don't know what to call these punches. I'm not going to lie, Matt.
They're just trading them off.
This is survival at this point. I mean, I don't know what's going on out there.
Now they're out of the ring.
Coach Andel's got to fix his shoe.
Loose shoe out there.
Tells them to touch gloves, and then they're on their way. Third round is going to come to a close very soon.
Oh.
Not really sure what that is.
Holding on the play.
All right.
And that's the end of
That'll be it.
That's the end of the first bout.
That's the first bout. Matt, who do you give that one to?
I don't even know, Tom. I don't think I don't even know. That's all I'll say. This is up to Coach Minogue, though. He's going to be the deal breaker between, you know, Miss Cronin over there, the other judge.
This is awesome. You said it, Matt. First party, everything.
Being the first of anything is pretty hard. Being the one of the first boxers to go out there, though, in a packed gym. And when we say packed, we mean packed. Going up,
and we got our first winner of the night.
It's like punching a ticket to the big show, kind of like those March Madness tournaments.
Kind of feels like March Madness a little bit.
I mean,
starting with the round of 64.
Yeah, and it's so much different, you know, when a guy wins fight night, that's it. You know, not much to look forward to after this. Now, hey, it's April 10th. You got 16 days. You're going to have a new opponent. You know, you got to just continue training, keep working at it. Who knows, maybe you win the prelim, go on, win on the actual night on the 26th. That'd be awesome. Garvey into Curry. I know this one the boys are going to like. Yeah, they're chanting Kenny. You know, I was going to say it, guys. I wonder if they'll chant his name. They're doing it, and a punch hasn't even been thrown yet. All right, Coach Minogue is ready.
Here we go.
We've got a little bit of a hold up. Nope. Touch gloves and they're off. Kenny just going at Garvey. To Curry. I would say he's got him on the ropes, but there's no rope to begin with.
Got him on the caution tape here.
Got him on the caution tape.
We haven't even mentioned that. We got caution tape out here. Big swing and a miss to Curry. Takes advantage of that.
Yeah, Garvey's got to take better control of those big punches. All you need is some quick strikes.
Yeah. You know, Garvey, I think he's going in a little too sharp there. He's trying to get not too many jabs in, but he's going for the cross, and I think he's just pulling up a little too early. Curry, on the other hand, he is going through with every single punch so far. Oh, that one connects right on the nose. At least that's what it looked like from up here.
What a shot.
Can Curry come back from that? Oh. I don't even know if he can see. Headset. Over
Now,
the eyes. There
Matt Mart, I got to ask you, do you think stamina comes into play after throwing all those punches?
Absolutely.
I mean, bro is swinging.
Look at Russo down there. I think, you know, I would say Russo's telling him to calm down, but I don't think so. We got 4 trainers in one corner, 3 in the other.
Now that, yeah, they're kind of itty-bitty punches, but it's effective.
That's mindset, too. You see Ryan Gahulilo out there in the corner. Marty, you already pointed him out with the beard, but he had a nice mix of that, right? He's a 3-time champ, and I think by the 3rd time he won, though, he was a boxer. He knew what he was doing out there. But you might see with these younger guys, the guys that don't weigh as much, right, maybe freshmen, yeah, they're still getting used to it, still getting used to the pressure. I wonder if Coach Anto is going to do all 9 bouts. That'd be pretty impressive, you know?
Knowing the guy, I think he will.
Yeah.
I think he's got it in him. Oh, good shot.
In it for the long run, and so is Garvey. Lands a nice one onto Curry. He's going to have to back off. Yeah, might have some blood drawn here.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit.
See that.
Good shot to the nose. Get to going on the blood.
Yeah, Garvey's ready down there in the right corner.
This would be impressive. This would be impressive if Curry can come back now and maybe land a big hit or 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd watch out for a strong punch right away from Garvey in the brown.
And now Curry's got he's got his hands up a little bit more. He's a lot more defensive.
Oh!
Gets on the ground! They're gonna call it! Garvey! Huge hit!
Huge shot!
The boys are going wild up on the track.
Holy!
Everybody's going, man! They were going nuts up there.
That ends the round, but I mean,
we've never seen that. We've talked about that. Fight night, you usually never see that. It's been a while.
I called it.
Shows his strength getting right back up. I thought he was staying down.
Absolutely. The boys want to replay.
Upstairs.
I don't think we have the replay system.
I don't think we
for
do.
that.
New York's telling me no, so.
New York's telling you no. Hey.
Hey, what a strike.
That was a great shot, Mart.
Landed it front center, yeah.
Hey,
That's textbook right there.
Hey, we'll take you up here. I mean, you gotta get a little, response after that one, guys. The guys were going wild up here. I mean, wild. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Going nuts. Tommy, I know you're our hype man energy guy. What do you got to say about that?
That was a beautiful shot. That's picture perfect. That's exactly where you need that to be.
And you know what? I saw it though, right? Curry kind of got called off a little bit. Coach Anto was like, "You good?" And he had his hands, up near his face. Sends him back out there, and Curry just came out like this, very defensive.
And then first time he opens up,
the second he opened that door, Garvey came in
his
and just knocked it down. I love it. Curry, I mean, props to him though. He's back on his feet.
Right back
on his feet. That's kind of a big shot too. Now he's going for the body.
I also think throwing all those punches in the first round definitely came into play in that second round there.
Let's see.
Oh!
Catches
him with a little shot.
Right on the chin, Tom. That's where you want to hit him. Now Garvey trying to get back in. He wants another big one, you can tell.
Yeah, Curry's still kind of closing up, though. Garvey, once that door opens, Matt, he's waiting for it. Look at it. Hasn't really lost that much energy from the beginning of the fight.
Curry's hands are down. He's got to be exhausted. But I mean, Garvey is too. Look at him.
The door's open. Come on, Garvey.
I don't know why.
And that's gonna end it.
Well, you know what?
I think
one big hit. I thought we might have saw another one there, but hey, we'll take it. This is what the prelims are all about.
That's a That's a great second fight there. That's
Get up to the third in a second.
Yeah, definitely look out for Garvey when it comes to April 26th.
Yeah.
The big show.
Not sure who he's going to be pinned up against.
gotta be worrying.
Whoever it is, I think that'll be a good fight. Garvey showed some toughness there.
That was great patience and power there. That was beautiful.
Hey, there's a lot of guys that you get punched in the nose like that and fall to the mat, fall to the ground. They wouldn't even try to come back for the third and final round, but Takuri did. He came back and he landed a few there too. You got to give props to him.
And to him, after that big shot, he popped right back up.
Let's see. Avina and Hopkins, what we've got now.
Coach Anto sends him back to the corner.
All right, well, I'll get up here. Boys, I got to ask you, and hey, I won't restrict it. Any year possible. I know growing up I went to fight night too. What's your favorite fight night moment?
Oh.
It might be hard to think about. I've got a couple on the dome, but you know what? There's a lot.
I'll jump Muha versus Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone kind of thought, Muha was just going to end it right there with Leonard, but it was a good fight with Muha, but Leonard kind of hung in there, and it was just a great fight overall. I mean, two guys that I see every single day, I know very well, and that's kind of what fight night is. It's kind of just seeing your brothers go to battle.
Exactly.
Tough. What do you got?
I think I got to go last year, Cronin versus Rado. I think
definitely.
For me, that was one of my favorite fights I've ever seen. That was, he might have threw up in the second round, but sometimes you got to battle through adversity, and it was a fun fight to watch.
A lot of swinging here, guys. You can already tell though. I think this one's a little bit more technical than the first two bouts we had.
Yeah, take note.
Ooh, good shot there.
Both of our fighters got, it looks like, I don't know, boxing shoes, not really too sure, but they looked a little more suited up, a little more prepared.
Definitely. Ooh.
I'd say the defense looks a little bit better too. They got their hands up more, they're moving, shifting. I think Takurney and Garvey, they were just going at each other. Defense wasn't really, the main priority there, which ended up being why we had so many big hits in the last one.
You also notice a lot more body shots in this fight. I think you got to go to the body to open up the head.
There's two right there for you. Yeah.
I mean, you see that with one hand, he's protecting his face. The other going in there with the left hand.
Oh, good shot to the head there.
I wouldn't expect a knockout here, but you can expect these guys to be exhausted in the third round. They're not slowing down one bit. Very consistent here by both guys.
So I'm already getting thoughts like one of these guys is not going to be in fight night. These look like two very talented fighters.
That's it's the hard part of this,
I don't really know how you could show up to school today and just actually pay attention leading up to this. If you're fighting out, you're fighting for a huge chance here, right? If you truly care about boxing, you care about being in fight night, this is really big. You got to work your way to get there,
It is crazy knowing that 2 periods ago, like not even an hour and a half ago, I was taking a math test. I mean, this is
it's crazy to think, but
absolutely absurd.
All right, we'll head to break for a little bit. Coming up, though, we've got the second round of this third bout.
Though, no school tomorrow.
Right, yeah,
Thanks
no school tomorrow.
Big day after Mr. Tabernacle challenged us, and we completed that goal.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
This morning he said, you know what, if we raise $10,000 today, we'll give you tomorrow off. And it was already a half day, but it feels a little bit nicer.
Yeah, for sure, Matt.
Matt, Tommy, there's those body shots you're talking about, and there's the 2:30 bell.
Yep.
We just heard.
School's out.
What do you think is on Coach Minogue's mind right now? I kind of want to get a close-up, but I don't want to take away from the action. Well, I guess we will. We'll see, though. All right, that's the end of the second round.
That's a man locked in, watching a fight.
God, this guy.
Going to the scorecard now. I mean, he's ready.
He's got to look, I think we'll have to zoom back out. We don't want to give anything away. He's writing down something secretive there. All right, we're heading into the third round of the third bout so far, Avina versus Hopkins. But guys, I'm still hung up to Kearney. Too bad Kenny won't be going on to fight night, but Garvey, respectable that he's moving on.
Yeah, I mean, it was a clean land shot there. I mean, that was beautiful. I can't wait to see if he can do more of that come fight night.
And going back to earlier about what we were talking about, I know, Marty, you mentioned Leonard versus Muhat. Absolutely one of my favorite moments.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think a couple others are when I didn't even know who was fighting, right? Being a little kid coming here. When the student section didn't look as nice as it does now, or I should say when we had the student section, but moments like that are great. These prelims are getting me, excited for the 26th when that Saturday comes. Now I know the three of us are not experienced fighters or boxers, but I got to point out how, some of these guys, they kind of come out with their shoulders going a little bit more forward. They got momentum going forward a little bit. I mean, what do you guys think of that? You're kind of sticking your head out. Maybe, you're kind of risking a little bit more, right? Defense isn't there. What do you guys think about just momentum going forward?
I mean, these two guys we got right now, they're very aggressive. They know that they have to go after it if they want to be at fight night. They're not here because they feel like they have to. They're very talented. Look at that.
We're aggressive and start leaning your head in because then one uppercut, you're done.
Right, exactly. All right, well, they're going to take them off, and then we'll see who won here between Avina and Hopkins. I'm at the 115. Other than that, though, 3 in, 6 to go, and all three have been exciting. All three have been exciting for sure.
Definitely. Some aggressive fights we've got.
Some guys are off in the corner, waiting their turn.
See who moves on to fight night here.
This is a big deal. We've got 9 guys today that have been working. There you go. We're going to have 9 guys today working hard to punch their ticket into the big dance. I mean, that's awesome. You got to respect it.
Congrats to them.
I mean, geez, though, what if that big ticket was in the hands of one of your teachers? Coach Minogue, you go from his class, come over here. I mean, what if he's just right down in his car? He's like, oh, this kid, he's a little annoying in class. I think we'll send the other guy off to fight it.
You think biasm is coming into this fight?
No, not from Coach Minogue, not from any of our judges today. But I'm just saying, it's definitely possible.
You never know. Practice shots already getting to his head.
Oh.
Bell sounds.
All right. This is Jet Palmersheim. I know when Ryan Clark and I called some hockey games earlier back in the winter.
Little high movement.
His hands are at his
knees.
He's asking
for more.
Oh, excuse me. This is not
Palmersheim. He's dancing. Little confidence. He's dancing.
You know what? I
like this.
He's waiting for it. Calvin versus Keating. Excuse me.
I don't know. He's got to be careful.
Got to watch out for those caution ropes.
A little bit of showboating.
Ooh.
Stomping his feet.
What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know.
I feel like now you have to win this fight. I don't think you can lose this.
Guys, I believe this is Danny Keating, right?
From what it looks like him, yeah.
I think you know what, with the prelims and everything, guys drop out and stuff. We're figuring out the card, but all right,
End of round one and an entertaining one at that.
And you know what? It was entertaining, and I don't even really think they threw a punch.
I don't
at
think
all.
one shot really landed clean. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they danced a little bit, and that was it. But you know what? It was fun to watch. We'll see if a punch actually lands.
Entertainment purposes.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with showboating. I mean, if your game's up there, you know you can't get disrespected. But once something bad happens, then you look like a fool.
You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
Exactly.
You know.
And you know what? I think something else though. Showboating in a team sport and an individual sport, so much different from one another.
That's true.
And I agree with what you're saying though. Like showboating, hey, if you know your stuff and own it, go right ahead. I don't know, boys. I got to see a punch be thrown here in the next two rounds though. Yeah,
like I'm trying to think. You know, Conor McGregor. You know, he walks in, he's all this, but when he's out on the ground, holding his foot, like why did I just get beat? Then he kind of looks like.
It's a little bit different.
That's a little later days, Conor McGregor.
But Tommy, when he goes out there and knocks out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds, I mean that's a different story. That's a different story. Right,
back down to the mat.
They're just kind of dancing with one another. The guys are.
Oh, good shot there.
Keating goes in for it.
He keeps asking for more.
I see a little more.
Oh, good jab there. Clinch. Getting clinches.
Clinch below the belt at that. Let's see. If they touch gloves.
Going low.
Dude, I don't know what is happening.
I don't know what's going on here, but.
I love it, though.
Gotta get some
come
punches
on.
here. We need some.
I got nothing to work with here. The crowd doesn't either.
Clinch.
Oh. And they're just wrapping each other up.
All this movement he's doing, I'm kind of waiting for a punch to be thrown here that lands. End of round two.
Tom, I might need you to take your headset off and scream at these guys for me. You got to get them moving. Nah, I'm playing, but yeah, not as entertaining as maybe the first couple of bouts we had.
I would say it's a little entertaining, but
true.
I mean, you got to box. This is a boxing event.
Right.
This isn't a.
Declan Daring is falling asleep on the ground right now, so. Coach Anto letting us know, don't boo. I agree with that. Hey, there's that one shirt out there. Oh gosh, I can't remember the exact wording, but it takes a lot of courage to, walk up these steps or these stairs or something like that, and it's a kind of a silhouette of the stairs up to the ring for fight night. Mm-hmm. So I love that. That goes into what Coach Anto just said, right?
Yep.
I think it's brave. I mean, look at Kenny Takuri. We got to go back to him now. I'm going to keep going back to him for the entire broadcast, but dude gets punched in the nose in front of pretty much the entire student body, lands back on the ground, and he just comes back swinging in the third.
This is what you need in round three. You got to come aggressive here.
Someone's got to take it. Remember, it's a ticket punch to the April 26th, the fight night. You got to take advantage of the opportunity here.
Someone's got to do something. Right now, I think this is a majority draw. I got nothing to go off of here if I'm a judge.
I think, if anything, Keating has the upper hand because of what he did in the last round. But, Tom, you're right. I mean, this is a stalemate. Neither guy has really done much to kind of get that win.
I don't know if I want to call it a decent clinch, but,
I mean,
Keating avoided a big swing. Still kind of been like that, just nothing.
Calvin is revving up his arm.
Loading up that right hand, but he
hasn't shot yet.
Refuses to shoot.
I don't know. We'll see if it looks like he's got a few seconds.
And that's the end of the fight.
All right, well, we'll see who wins. I think I got Keating there only because of a couple punches he landed in the second round, but I don't know. They might give it to Calvin because Calvin, just walked out there like he owned the mat, like he owned the ring. So
you can't call any draws in this. We need a winner.
Yeah, that is a good point, Tommy.
Coach Anto calling the fighters to the middle.
Because Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's been plenty of draws in recent fight nights, right?
Good show sportsmanship at the end.
I can only remember a few.
We'll
walk off, but
might not have been the most exciting boxing fight, but I'm excited to see what he brings to fight night on the big stage.
Yeah,
excited to see the moves he brings.
Absolutely.
I don't know about the punches.
We'll see when you get a couple more people in here that aren't your best friends.
I agree.
Friends up in the ring, maybe that changes a little, but we'll see.
Maybe also being in a ring changes. I don't know.
We'll see. I do like the swagger, though. You got to respect it from Calvin and Keating. Moving on, we'll end off that bout. Coming up on the next one, Dom DeLuca. I saw his name pop up on my screen here, and I got a little excited, Tommy. I'm not going to lie.
I did too.
This kid's a ball of energy. If you've ever met him, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
DeLuca is going up.
He had an exciting fight last year.
I got to say, Matt and Tom, Dom DeLuca has probably told me 10 times to talk all about him when his fight comes up and to just give all the energy I got. So here we go.
Oh, he's getting good shots in. I'll tell you, and he's down. I don't know if that was a hit that weighed him down or him attacking him that made him go down.
Might have been a slip, but I don't know.
I think he just lost his balance on his heels. DeLuca wants it, though.
I'm liking it. I'm liking
DeLuca attacking. That's the second time he's gone down.
DeLuca's got really good technique. He's smaller, but he's got quick arms, quick feet. It's almost, he's not standing straight up. He's got a little bend to him. He's doing good.
Trainers telling him to keep their hands up, I think especially to McCorkle here. DeLuca, though, ends off the first round with a great connection.
I'm going to also point this out. I mean, McCorkle is in a polo, MC polo.
I don't know how we missed that.
I didn't know if you noticed that. He's in a MC polo.
I love this.
It's giving me flashbacks to guys pulling up to freshman football practice in their polos.
Oh, gosh.
I was one of those. I was one of them. I won't lie. I did that maybe once.
Jeez.
But
still happens today, I bet. You got to love it.
100%.
And I think, you know what? Coach Anto, he might go the whole 9 yards today, guys. He might do a whole 9.
I think he's getting his steps in right now. I think he's feeling good.
I mean, I almost want to go down there and, you know, just you know, give him a nice firm handshake. This guy's out here. He's reffing 9 bouts between 18 guys that just absolutely want to, you know, punch the heck out of each other, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
a lot of built-up energy because, you know, it was a school day. They're sitting in class the whole time. Now you put Dom DeLuca and Matt McCorkle on a wrestling mat. Yep. I think something big might happen here in the second round.
Here we go.
Yeah, both these guys kind of similar height, good stances, good technique.
Definitely know what they're doing out there.
Yeah.
Muha is locked in. This guy is a statue off of the mat, staring at these guys going at it. DeLuca's got some great footwork too, guys. I want to point that out. I think McCorkle might be McCorkle might be a little heavy on his feet moving around. DeLuca, though, is very swift.
Janto fixing his glove, I think.
It's telling him they can go.
Backing him up into the caution tape here.
You can hear every single
yeah
with Dom DeLuca and his punches.
Guy's got passion in his punches. Ooh, ooh! And what a way to end it at the bell.
That's 2 rounds in a row where DeLuca ends it off in a really positive way for him.
I think first 2 rounds, I think I got to give it to DeLuca.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with you there, Tommy. DeLuca's just had, you know, a couple more big hits. His defense looks a lot better than McCorkle.
Definitely an impressive fighter out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to remember, Matt and Tommy, his previous 2 years. So what, his first year was an exhibition match, I believe? Because he fought someone out of his weight class.
I feel like that was, I think that's right. And then last year was the
Frankie Burke?
Yeah.
And he won that one, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes,
so
he did.
Technically,
Frank put up a fight, though. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, Dom's 1-0 based on, like, real bouts. In his unofficial career, he's 2-0.
Right, okay.
So still got a shot at 3-time three-time fight night champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Matt Mart, it's definitely feeling a little bit more empty up here now.
Yeah, that's all right.
guys are coming out, but I mean, shout out to the ones that stayed, you know,
Yeah,
supporting your guys for the prelims. It's going to be packed here on April 26th.
it's going to be a great night.
Come out. If you can't, though, we will be streaming it.
It's going to be a great night. I'm excited, and I can't wait.
Get a little help from Coach Anto.
Fixing the headgear.
Tommy's Coach Anto ever done that? You know, just walk up to you and fix your helmet during practice?
I personally, I don't think he ever did that for me.
No.
I don't think he ever. I've seen him bonk his head on the cages before, going through and just walk it off and pretend like nothing happened.
With no helmet on, going
no
into
helmet.
that cage. Oh.
Tom, what would you say is your favorite Coach Anto memory?
Oh, that's a good one.
'Cause you've had him in the classroom, you've had him on the field. I know you've been around the guy a lot.
I think it's got to be just the film sessions. He would always
Okay.
bring the Marty. You can attest to this. You were in a couple of those film sessions when the tight ends would come in. Always a fun film session. Always cracking jokes. He never got mad at anybody.
Be watching film and then finish up film. Just clicks up to YouTube. You know, maybe Rick rolls you or something.
Definitely pull up a random Family Guy clip or pull up some AC/DC to listen on the way out.
Look at that. Dom DeLuca secures his ticket to
go.
fight night.
Shout out to DeLuca.
DeLuca going to fight night now.
Dom DeLuca and fight night, it's like peanut butter and jelly, and I'm glad that he won the prelim to make it in.
I think Kid deserves it.
Shout out to Matt McCorkle, though, of course. That was a decent fight, yeah.
He brought it. He had a great fight. Got a couple really good shots in there. It's a shame we're not going to see him on April 26th, but.
Oh man, this is a fight I've been looking forward to. I mean, I saw Michael Thornton in theology class.
Man, these two look ready to go.
We did pray for him in Mr. Burke's theology class. We prayed that Michael Thornton would win. But hey, look at Aiden Cray. This is his fourth. I believe he's done all 4 years of fight night.
He has, yes.
This isn't his first rodeo.
This is
Mike's a little new, but he's been doing a lot of training.
Is this Thornton's first fight night?
Yes.
Yes, but he's been involved with boxing for quite a while now. This isn't something he picked up, a month ago or anything. So, been training a little bit, but yeah, I think
both guys look locked in, ready to go.
As far as experience at Mount Carmel goes, Aiden will have the upper hand here. But I don't know who's the better boxer. We got to see.
Correa has not taken his eyes off Thornton.
Staring him down.
Yeah, so you got Correa in the red gloves and Thornton in the black gloves. Both got gray shirts on, but they're probably. I feel like Correa's going to come out striking right away. Thornton's going to maybe take one, but I feel like he's going to be a little more, a little more defensive.
Ooh, a couple good shots to the head there.
Thornton's got to have the reach advantage here. He's a bit taller, bit lengthier of a kid.
Both guys eating shots to the head to start this round. Ooh.
Take notice, Aiden Correa is a southpaw, so you got a lefty versus righty here.
That's be interesting. Ooh. That just, that opened up a possibility, though, for Thornton to go in there with the right hand.
Left hook into a right straight. That was beauty.
That was great by Mike. Can Correa respond is the question. You got to get something in before the end of the first.
Yep. Thornton's putting the pressure on, though.
He's not really getting off balance at all. Thornton
Ooh, a couple good shots.
Look, you got Aiden Correa's kind of moving his feet a little more.
There we go.
And that probably comes with Thornton's build. He's bigger build, probably stronger legs if he's able to do that.
Correa kind of loses his footing.
That's
That'll
the
be
end
the
of round one.
Round.
I'm impressed with Thornton there, though.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with you, Tom. I'm impressed, too. I'm impressed by the fact that before the match, before the bout, Correa couldn't keep his eyes off of Thornton. Thornton was kind of looking around a little bit. It was kind of new to him, nothing against him, but he came out and did great. So
I bet he also hasn't had a real fight on a mat before, with caution tape as the ropes.
It's something unique. I don't think many guys can say they've done that. So, yeah. Mike, though, I think he took the first round there.
I agree. I think both guys came out swinging. I just think Thornton landed way more punches.
We'll see if Aiden can do something here, though.
There we go.
Thornton's already ready to go.
It's only one round, though. There's a reason there's 3 rounds to every fight.
Absolutely.
Touch gloves. Here we go. Oh, coming out aggressive already.
You know, it might be the thing he needs, but Mike just keeps going in there with this right hand. Since Aiden is a southpaw, there's a lot of
going
things he
in.
can do there with it.
Aiden's landing some good shots there.
That was like 4 or 5 you got right there.
That's some clean head shots. Thornton needing them, though.
Correa's jumping around. He's in a groove right now. Thornton
now a couple great shots from Thornton.
Oof.
I think Correa is slowing down, but Thornton's he looks fine, but he's not striking either.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thornton is not showing any signs of, like, he looks exactly how he did at the beginning of round 1. I mean,
that was a nice connection by Aiden Correa. Ooh.
Oh, good shot by Thornton.
A little bit side.
Oh, off the mat, and that's going to end the round. You can hear
hyping up Thornton there in his corner.
And contrary to that, I mean, you hear Gil Hooley screaming his head off over there at
yeah.
Correa. I mean,
all right. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that round. I mean, it could go either way. Correa came out swinging though at the beginning. You can't take that away from him.
Great. This has been a great bout so far. This might be my favorite bout so far of the afternoon.
This one's
up there.
Strangely enough, it's kind of the most skilled. I think.
I agree.
In the first bouts we had, whoever won round 1 kind of won the whole thing. You know, whoever got the first punch in, whoever took the upper hand, they just carried that momentum on. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Whaley, who's up here with us. But now this fight's a little bit different. Correa didn't really start off that hot in the first round. Came back in the second, landed a lot of great punches onto Thornton. We'll see who can come out victorious in the third and final round.
Thornton jumps back at the beginning of the round. Got a couple mic chants going on up here.
Ooh, that's a nice one by Thornton.
Thornton just keeps landing these good straights with his right hand here.
Correa's got to stay tall. He's kind of like clenching up, kind of lowering himself down, whereas Mike is still towering.
He fights out of that. I don't like that there from Correa, just running at him, but let's do what you can.
Thornton's got to keep pushing on. He's got about 20 seconds, roughly.
We're good?
We're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
We lost you there for a second, but we're back.
Kind of a weird connection there.
Yeah. That's going to end it.
I'll just say it right away. I think that's Thornton's bout right
I
there.
agree.
I think Michael Thornton will be going to fight night. We'll see, though. Maybe Aiden Correa swayed the judges enough there in the third round.
Never know. We don't know what Minogue's seeing over there.
Hey, that's a different angle. That's a different perspective.
Yeah, great debut there. Kind of, they're both seniors, but it's kind of the rookie versus the vet. Despite being the same age, but
yeah, I mean, in a way, it's a weird dynamic, but I love fights like this.
And Michael Thornton earns his ticket, I'd say, for fight night. That was a beautiful fight.
That was absolutely earned. Shout out to him. I know we've got a couple bouts left, but boys, I got to head out. Got an away game at the Latin School of Chicago. We'll hope to get that W. But
we'll be wishing our volleyball team well.
Absolutely. All right.
Bring back the home win.
We'll be back though for the actual fight night on April 26th. The three of us will be calling it. So I'm excited for that. James, Terry, Logan, thank you for helping out. James is freaking out. Everybody at the stream is freaking out. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.
See you, Matt.
See you, Matt.
All right, well, Tom, I'm going to shift gears here. You know, a little play-by-play. First time I've ever done this, but.
And I'll take over your position here. This is a little new.
I don't know if we're still live. Oh, we're good. Okay.
Okay, we're still live. We're still gunning it.
The computer was dealing with a little bit of trouble there earlier, but seems like we're good to go. We got Michael Lamantia in the blue and Ryan Jacob in the white. just two great fighters. I know Ryan, he's got his fight night jersey on from last year there, so kind of a bit of a
Standoff
stalemate
here.
Standoff.
Both guys just trying to feel each other out, I feel like. There's a little attack there. Good punches getting in there.
Great job by Jacob, kind of man in the middle, but now it looks like Lamantia is going to get into the center of things. A bit of a standoff, some, punches to the air.
Swinging right, missed there. Ooh, good shots here. Ooh. Couple good shots there.
A little bit of a standoff.
That's going to end round one. That was, felt like those guys were trying to feel each other out there, Mart.
Yeah. No, that was a little bit of kind of feeling out the atmosphere, I think. They're both kind of figuring out what's going to work best. I mean, look at Ryan Jacob, kind of a shorter guy, still, a little jacked. And Michael Lamantia, a little longer. Not as much mass as you might see out of Ryan Jacob, but I think they're both going to get a good game plan here from each of their guys, helping them out in the corners.
100%.
Kind of go at it 100%. I don't know, boys. I think I think our stream's good up here, but yeah, we're dealing with some HDMI difficulties.
We got some technical difficulties. Okay. Getting news, inside word from our producers over here, James McCormick.
Yeah, but I think we're still going.
We're still good. Coach Anto has taken off the little sweater he had on.
Oh, these guys, nice flannel here.
Yeah.
But here we go. These guys going right at it. Both their gloves kind of just jumbled in there.
Ooh, couple shots there.
Back to standoff here.
Good punches coming in. Ooh, caught that one.
I think that was just a good slap to the headgear, but
yeah,
still good to see one land.
Definitely rings the bell a little bit up top,
Yeah, Tommy, these guys got to keep in mind, they're fighting for a spot in fight night.
This is how you get to the big stage. This is how you get in front of all those people at fight night.
Oh, and Tommy, let's take notice. Look at Ryan Jacobs' nose.
Yeah, it looks a little busted
bloody
there. Ooh, getting all over the jersey. We love the fight out of these guys.
Yeah, I think he's got the up hand.
He's one of my coaches, and just want to shout out to him in general because he's doing a good job helping these guys get ready throughout the course of fight night. Good guy. He's where I train mostly, but you know what? Staying here at Carmel with the other guys is what's getting me really prepped.
And that's gonna do it, I think, for us.
Yeah, we're gonna take it back up here. You can still come in the front. We're good, line.
No, I'll stay over here.
So yeah, this is kind of weird being the play-by-play guy, but I don't know. I don't even know how many was that. 7 or 8 bouts.
It was about 7 bouts, yeah.
But yeah, 7 bouts done. We got our pre-8. We got 8 bouts.
Terry
confirmed by
8 bouts. Thank you, Terry.
for
Thank
us.
you, Terry.
8
Appreciate
fights.
it.
Thank you.
So yeah, 8 prelim bouts. Is that it for the prelims?
That'll be it for the prelims,
so
unless we have a second round, which would be after spring break. But I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
So yeah, our fight night pretty much is set. April 26th. Again, if you guys can't make it, we'll be here. But this is one of the things where we prefer you be here. It's an atmosphere you cannot, an opportunity you cannot take up. But that's gonna do it. Thank you for our crew, James McCormick on the main producer, Terry Doherty getting those names right on your screen.
Logan Wagner was there too.
Logan Wagner too. You got Tommy LaBelle, first broadcast of the year.
Thanks for having me, Mark, Matt, Leonard,
and Matt
James.
Malloy, who unfortunately had to get out of here.
Go for volleyball, yeah. So
wish our volleyball players luck in every other sport as we get